Hey everyone, Flip here. PvP pet battles can now be done from your phone. I know, right? I'm having some of the most fun I've ever had with this. The single most requested thing I've ever seen in pet battles is a mobile app that lets you play with the pets you've collected in World of Warcraft while out and about. Well, thanks to remote desktop apps and a lot of adjusting the UI with some add-ons, we can do just that. Let's take a look at what my setup looks like, and then we can get into how to set it up for yourself. Today, I went out, I played a few PvP matches while, waiting for some coffee, but the lighting wasn't all that great to record my video there, so I brought the battle back inside for some coffee table recording sessions. So my PC has the World of Warcraft client open, and through the remote desktop app, I'm able to connect and play from my phone, as you see here, anywhere I'm at. This does not break terms of service or anything crazy like that. It's kind of like buying a different keyboard, just with far less buttons. So let's take a look at what my user interface looks like whenever I'm not in a match and we're just queuing for one. I took one of my old alts that was just collecting dust and engineered their UI for mobile PvP pet battles. This little dragon though, he couldn't attack something though if he wanted to. There's just not room for any of those normal buttons. I suggest if you're thinking about doing this to park your character in a safe spot like an inn or a major town. I parked my butt on the Tuskar boat that floats around near the Isles, because you can log in, log out, and it puts you right back on the boat. And I think that it is a beautiful sightseeing tour. So I declare this boat for pet battle PvPs. Over to the left, I have the battle log window, so I can keep track of each round. We'll populate that soon. Up top, I have taken the add-on Pet Battle HUD and fiddled with the sizes of some things in order to display the pets I currently have selected on my team that I'm queuing with. I'd love to figure out how to use the little blank space below their health bar to display the ability selected, but I don't know how to add the LUA code to an existing add-on like that. To the right, we have 3 large mobile-sized, easy-to-push buttons. The top one, with the golden dog fighting a golden kitty, is the Queue for a Match button. Below is the Accept a Match button with the little mail icon, and the bottom button that kind of looks like a spell book is to open your pet collections window in case you needed to switch teams, because, I don't know, maybe you feel remorse for stomping your opponents into the dust. And once I hit the button for Queue for Match, we have the all too familiar giant eyeball in a bottom left with increased size and time counter. So this part of the UI allows me to queue for a match anywhere I have my phone on me. And some remote desktop apps have the ability to open the app anywhere in the foreground for the app to stay open with the game sounds working. So just make sure your character doesn't go AFK while waiting for the sound of that queue to pop. I hit that queue accept button and it's right in the middle, and we're on to the match. So here we go. This is completely different. I'll go a little slow since there's a lot that's different with this. I made it so different that way it was easy to play on the phone, fun to look at, and completely different than the native UI, which is not that fun to look at. Up top, you have the icon for the pet and the level. You have the health bar, the percentage, the power of the pet, and the speed, your typing bonuses, and then a cute little icon for who's going to go first versus in the middle. Then above that is the abilities, and when they go on cooldown, that will also trigger up top. I'll go ahead and use an ability that will give a weather effect and have a cooldown. So you can see that there is a weather effect now in place up there, and the ability is on cooldown. All right. Below all of this information up here at the top, you have the combat log. The combat log is over here. It tells you everything that happened in order, what happened, in case you wanted to go back and look and see exactly what hit you or what the opponent did. Below that, you got a little time and date in case you do screenshots or video records. And then you have the actual pets that are on your backline. And that goes for the opponent as well. So you can hover over them, see what they do, and their abilities, and if those abilities are on cooldown or not. If they have any buffs or debuffs applied to them, say like one of them has immolation, then that would be displayed over to the left in that little empty space and tell you what debuffs and buffs are on your backline, or if they're poisoned, say from Anomalous. And then you have your main UI here for picking abilities and switching, or forfeit if you want. Really large, easy to hit buttons. I want to increase the size of the pass button, but I don't know where to put it. Maybe I could switch pass and the trap button, since we don't really use trap in PvP battles, but I'm not quite sure how to do that. So let's go ahead and use another ability. Why not? Feel like it. And then above where the opponent's pets are, the backline pets, you see the tooltip information. So we have all of our tooltip information up here that tells us what pet we're hovering over, what ability we're hovering over. Every bit of information that we need to know is over on that right-hand side. If we're going to switch, then it brings up this little menu, and we can see the pets in their actual sprites as opposed to little icons or that weird little box. And you just bring somebody out, or you click on their animated image, and it brings them out. That's it. Pretty easy, and a lot better for the mobile phones. For me, all of these combine together to form a pretty comfortable user experience from a mobile device. I can just queue up for the aspect of WoW that I love the most from my phone. Go about with my day with, whatever, and whenever I hear that queue pop, enjoy tasting the salty tears of my enemies. Also mention that the camera rotation and fixed camera view, since most remote desktop apps can mess with your camera settings and you'll spend the whole match just looking at the floor. So let's go ahead and open that. The way that I did that was with the add-on Dynamic Cam. So let's go ahead and look at Dynamic Cam. You would want to edit things like the mouse look or mouse zoom, maybe have some profiles, and be able to set those up for different situations that you might need. Play with Dynamic Cam a lot, and you'll fix that setting to where it just kind of points the camera at the ground sometimes. And also there is a selection for constantly rotate camera, and only whenever you're in a certain situation, like only in pet battles. And it allows you to do this, which I think is a huge improvement and really makes it a little bit more dynamic, a little bit more fun for me. The full list of add-ons I used to create this wonderful quality of life fix for myself were ELV UI for major UI modifications, allowing most anything in game to be moved around. Derangement's pet battle cooldowns for cooldown timers during the battle and to know what buffs and debuffs each pet has. Battle pet UI tweaks. Small additions like displaying speed as a number rather than an icon. Dynamic Cam for all the camera fixes and adjustments. Hide objectives to hide quests and objectives on my mobile phone character, as I wouldn't be needing to complete any quests with them. Pet Battle HUD. This one allowed me to have my selected team be visible while queuing very easily. Pet Battle Logkeeper. Just keeps the logs of what happened. Lets me know how many wins I got that day, what my overall record is, etc. Rematch. It allows you to have save teams available in your collections window. It also has like a million other uses and options. Seriously, get Rematch, it's awesome. So the native button size for a lot of these add-ons was a little smaller than I wanted for mobile devices. So I did a little number crunching and LUA messing around, and this took a few days to set up, but for me it was definitely worth doing. Here are the names of the files I edited size adjustment on. My settings are probably not going to match up for your monitor settings most likely, and I'm not skilled enough to make my own add-on. So I'll share links in the comments to my copies of those files and to the Derangements add-on, as it is no longer being maintained by the creator. I'll link my Discord in the comments as well if you have any questions on how to set up something similar for yourself. Feel free to message me. I know this is taking me from doing like 10 matches a week to doing like 60 matches a week, and it's awesome and I love it. And I'm not stopping there. What do you think? If Blizzard released an official mobile app that allowed you to do PvP bet battles from your phone seamlessly, would you check it out? Let me know in the comments. Until next time, much love. Peace.